Good morning, athletes. Welcome to Ring 4. We'll be starting very soon. The staging manager is working on making sure that we have the proper competitors in for our first division. Our first division will be traditional forms, ITF, advanced males, ages 10 and 11. We'll be starting very soon. I'm going to put that bracket up for you to see. Judges, if you are ready, would you please send me a text? Athlete Noah Barber. Athlete Noah Barber, if you are in the attendee room under a different name, please raise your hand. We are looking for athlete Noah Barber. This is for our first division. Good morning. The time is now 9 o'clock. That is our designated start time I'm looking for athlete Noah Barber. Noah, if you are here, please raise your hand. If Noah is not here, we're going to move forward to the next division. The next division is traditional forms, ITF, male intermediates, ages 43 to 99. Those are athletes Jonathan Fasick and Christopher Pease. Jonathan and Christopher, if you are here, please raise your hands so that the staging manager can label you for your competition. Mr. Ivester, did you turn your video on purpose, sir? Sir, you're muted. Can you text me what you need, sir? And turn your video off for me, please. Thank you. Okay, Noah Pryor is here. Noah Pryor is here. Noah Barber is not. That's who we're missing. We're missing Mr. Barber, not Mr. Pryor. Okay, staging manager, we go ahead and have our next division ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Still waiting for both contestants, ma'am.
For our next division as well, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Jonathan Fasick, Christopher Pease.
All right, so if we're waiting on those athletes, Mr. Fasick and Mr. Pease, do we have our third division up? Do we have Catherine Conkle and Renee Crichton? Mr. Ivester, I think your sound may be on. You may want to mute yourself, sir.
And ma'am, the third division, I'll set that up right now. We have everyone, two
Perfect.
competitors.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, both competitors are ready.
All right, let me pull up that division real quick. We are. All right, so you can go ahead and move them into the panelist area.
Yes, ma'am.
I have Chung as Catherine Conkle, Hung as Renee Crichton. Mr. Hebner, did you mean to turn your camera on? There we go.
I did for a moment, ma'am. I was wondering
Okay.
why I couldn't see the competitors.
Okay, no problem, sir.
I see Catherine
I see Catherine.
in one moment.
Okay.
They want to hear
On
it.
the way.
Thank you, Ms. Conkle. Don't start just yet, ma'am. We're still getting Miss Crichton in the ring. Thank you.
And Miss Crichton is in the ring, but her camera and mic are off, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Crichton, can you turn your camera on for me, please? There we go. Thank you, ma'am. All right. Miss Crichton, can I check your form, please? You have your sign to show me? Excellent. Thank you. All right. Chung. You can hold it if you need to, ma'am, if you need more space. Zip. Wait. Chumbi. Sijat. Photo. Judges. Hold on just a moment. I want to make sure I should only have 3 of you on. So Nadine, if you can turn your camera off for me. Thank you. Call. Hung Sung. Good job, ladies. Thank you very much. All right. Yep, that's it for that division. All right.
Ma'am,
So
do you
going
want
back
to
our
award
first-
places before we move forward?
Oh, yes, sir. My apologies.
That's okay. Both
All right.
competitors are in the ring.
Okay.
We're
Gotta
in
get-
the ring. Give me
Got to
one
get back in
moment.
the groove.
Miss Conkle dropped off. Miss Crichton is still in the ring
Okay.
with her video and
second-
mic off.
Okay. Second place, Catherine Kunkel. First place, Renee Crichton. Thank you very much, ladies. All right, Mr. Huebner, do we want to see if we can get that first division of Noah Barber and Noah Pryor. I think they may both be here now.
Yes, ma'am. Give me one
And
moment.
Chris Priest is here. Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, I have Mr. Pryor here, but
Okay.
still not Mr. Barber, and he could be on someone else's.
Yeah, in the chat, it says from Amanda to all panelists that Noah is here.
Oh, got it. One moment.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, ma'am, I have both competitors ready.
Perfect. We can go ahead and move them into the ring then, sir.
Thank you.
Mhm. All right, we are back to Division 1933, Traditional Forms, ITF, Advanced Belt Males, ages 10 and 11. And I am old and I cannot read that. Can you come a little bit closer to the camera for me, sir? Perfect, thank you. Noah Barber, Advanced Belt Chungmu. Thank you, Noah.
Mr. Pryor, please turn your camera on and your mic.
Good morning, Mr. Pryor. Can I see your sheet
Exactly.
there? Noah Pryor, first scoop. And can you hold it up just a little bit so I can see Chungmu? Thank you. Mr. Pryor, can I see your belt, please, sir? Okay, sir, that is considered a black belt within AAU. If you're an advanced belt, you cannot wear that. If you wear that, you're going to be competing as a black belt, sir.
One moment, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Love you. Faster, faster. Apologies, ma'am.
No, as long as we get the right belt on him, we're good, sir. Perfect. All right. Chung, Hung, chaliye,
Go set up.
kuniye, chumbi, sichat. Paru. Para, Mr. Pryor.
No.
Judges. Call. Hung Sung. Very good job, gentlemen. Hang out in just a second and we will award winners. All right. So we have second place, Noah Barber. First place, Noah Pryor. Thank you, gentlemen. Good luck the rest of your day. All right, our next division up is going to be traditional forms, ITF, intermediate males, ages 43 to 99. I have blue, Jonathan Fasick, red, Christopher Pease.
Ma'am, I'll be one moment.
Yes, sir, no problem.
Ma'am, I have more than one competitor with the last name of Peace. I need to identify which one is Christopher.
Okay. Do you need me to stop screen sharing so that you can
Um,
get to the panelist
I'll
area?
tell you, give me one moment.
Okay.
Christopher Peace, if you are in the attendee room, use the icon at the bottom of your screen to raise your hand. Found him.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Christopher Peace is here.
Okay.
Jonathan Fasick is
Mhm.
not here yet, unless he's under a different name. Jonathan, if you are in the attendee room, please raise your hand. And I found him.
Perfect. Okay. I'm going to stop my screen share.
Mike, your video should be off. Mr. Fasick, Mr. Peace, please turn your mics and your cameras on.
Okay, Mr. Hebner, we have blue and red on the wrong side, sir.
Yes, ma'am, I'll take care of that. Just one moment.
Okay, can you make sure that I'm in frame?
Cool. When you get ready to start, not now because you have to put your paper down. Go all the way back to that back X to start your form. That way you got plenty of room to come forward.
Mr. Fasick, can you step a little bit closer to the camera so I can read your paper, please? Thank you. Perfect. Yoga.
Okay.
Very good. And Mr. Peace, you're doing well. Mr. Peace, I have you listed as an intermediate belt. You are not Huarong as an advanced pattern. You are not able to do Huarong as an intermediate pattern, sir?
Okay, can I do TKD?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Okay, let me, do you need me to rewrite that, ma'am?
No, sir.
Okay, we'll do TKD it is.
Chung, Hung, Talia, Kunye, Jimmy. Hijat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Judges. Paul. Hung Sung. Very good. Thank you, judges. All right, gentlemen. Yep. Second place, Jonathan Fasick. First place, Christopher Pease. Thank you guys very much, and I hope you have a great day competing in the rest of your events.
Yes, sir.
Our next division up is going to be Division 1965, Traditional Forms, ITF, Male Black Belts, First Dan, ages 16 and 17. I have 3 athletes. I have Ishan Farouk, Alexander Peace, and Ian Gonzalez. I'm going to be putting that division up for you to see in just a moment.
Christopher Peace, would you do me a big favor and log out and then log back in? Alexander Peace, would you use the icon at the bottom of your screen and raise your hand? And we are ready.
Okay. Let's stop the screen share. So first up is going to be Ishan Farouk, blue, Alexander Pease, red.
Man, we need to check, make sure we have the right piece in the ring.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Mr. Farouk, Mr. Peace, please turn your cameras and microphones on.
All right, Alexander Pease, black belt 1, get back. Thank you, sir. You can put your sign down now. Thank you.
Mr. Farouk,
And-
we need your video on, sir. One
Okay.
moment, ma'am. I'm going to move the competitors
Ishan
on
Farouk
opposite
is
sides.
currently not here. If you can just give him 2 minutes before you disqualify him.
Why is he not here? His staging time was 9:07.
He's late.
Is he in the building?
No, he's not.
Okay. If he is not in the building and he was supposed to be there at 9:07, sir, I do need to move on. I apologize, but we do need to move on.
No problem, ma'am. Thank you.
So, Mr. Pease, you are actually going to win that one by default. And then he is going to be blue, sir, and Ian Gonzalez will be red.
Yes, ma'am. One moment.
Mhm.
Mr. Gonzalez, you need to turn your camera and mic on, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Good morning. Can you get just a little bit closer so I can read your sign, please, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
A little bit closer. I'm old.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Get back. Thank you, sir.
We're back.
All right. You ready, gentlemen? Chung, hung, kunye, 준비, 시작. 바로. Judges. Just a moment. Call. Chung Sung. Very good. Thank you, judges. All right, gentlemen, if you'll hang out here, we'll award our winners. Chiliat. Kunie. Second place, Ian Gonzalez. First place, Alexander Beese. Thank you, gentlemen. Have a great day in the rest of your events.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, next up, we are going to have traditional forms ITF black belt second dan and up, males ages 14 and 15.
And we have everyone. I'm just renaming.
Okay, I'm going to share the bracket so that everyone can see that.
All set, ma'am.
All right. First up is going to be blue, Charles Kreitzer, red, Zachary Rankin.
Yes. Especially. This could be a last minute one to wear out.
That's fine. That's what things
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Can I see your sheet, please?
Yes, ma'am. Do you have it on video?
Yeah, we have to flip it around.
How?
Ma'am, one moment.
Of course, sir.
How do you flip it around? Crap. Oh, there we go. Hold on. There we go.
All right.
Zach Rankin, turn your, oh, got it.
Juche.
If you want to come over here, because my phone's gotta go too.
And Mr. Rankin, can you come a little bit closer so that I can see your paper, please? Perfect. Thank you, sir. All right. You can set your sheets down, gentlemen.
You keep telling me to move.
Chung, Hung, Chaliep, Kunie, 준비, 시작.
Right. Right.
Guys! Guys!
Photo. Judges. Call. Hung Sung. Very good. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, Mr. Ivester, we can move to the next. Next, we will have Evan Dean is blue, Jamari Harrell is red.
How do I turn it around? What? How do I turn it around? I got it. I got it. I got it.
Good morning, gentlemen. All right, thank you, Mr. Dean. Yushin. And Mr. Harrell, can you come just a little bit closer for me? Perfect. Thank you.
I can't hear you.
All right, you can put your signs down, gentlemen. Chung, Hung, Juliet, Cornier, Jimmy. Yijat. Photo. Judges. Oh. Some. Very good, gentlemen.
All right.
Thank you. Next up, we're going to have Zachary Rankin blue, Brady McCreary red.
Mr. McCreary, got it.
Well, that's not him.
Thank you. All right, Mr. McCreary, Yushin, thank you, sir. All right, you can put your paper down. All right. Mr. Hebner, athlete blue should be Zachary Rankin. Right, sir.
Yes, ma'am. One moment.
Thank you, sir.
And I will have to switch them also.
Yes, sir.
You have to move closer. Create paper again, I believe. Move closer.
Thank you, Zachary. You can put your sign down. Okay. Chip. Yeah. Chimbi. Sijat.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Bro. Judges. Call. Hung Sung. Very good. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, next up, we're going to have Evan Dean blue, Andre Chapin Yang red. Thank you, Mr. Dean. Thank you, sir. Gotcha. Chung, Chung, Chaya, Kunye, Chibi. Sijat. Judges. Call. Hung Sung. Very good, gentlemen. Give us just a minute to work the repertoire bracket. Next up will be Brady McCreary, blue, Andre Chapin Yang, red. Right. Thank you, gentlemen. You can put your sign down for me, Brady. Thank you for that, for putting Andre's sign up. You're good. Chung, Hung, Chalip, Kunye, Chimbi, Sichat.
Thanks, sir.
Photo. Judges. Call. Chung, Hung. Good job, gentlemen. Right, give us just a moment. Next up, we're going to have blue, Andre Chapin Yang, red, Zachary Rankin.
One moment, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chapin Yang. Thank you, Mr. Rankin. All right, you can put your signs down.
That's a loss earlier, right? Right.
Chung, Hung, Chaliep, Kunye, Chumbi,
Just a second.
Sichat. Alvaro. Judges. Call. Chung Sung. Very good, gentlemen. All right, and I believe that is going to bring up the end of the bracket for us. All right, just a moment, gentlemen. All right. Mr. Hebner, can you please bring back into the ring Mr. McCreary, Mr. Chapin Yang, Mr. Rankin, and Mr. Dean?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. And I'm going to share that bracket for everyone to see. Perfect. All right, gentlemen, thank you so much. Chili up. Uh-oh, where did Mr. Chapin Yang go? There we go. All right. We have 4th place, Evan Dean. 3rd place, Zachary Rankin. 2nd place, Andre Chapin Yang. 1st place, Brady McCreary. Thank you, gentlemen, and I hope you have a fantastic day and the rest of your events. All right, Mr. Hebner, we are ready for our next division, which
Yes, ma'am.
is Division 2944, Weapons Forms, Traditional Female Black Belts, First Dan, ages 12 and 13. We should have 4 athletes: Isabella Salinas, Lillian Alexander, Mia Hassan, and Lydia Hills. And I'm going to share that bracket with you in just a moment. First up will be Isabella Salinas blue, Lillian Alexander red.
Ma'am, we're a little ahead of
Oh,
schedule.
we are a little bit
and
ahead of
we
time.
have-
Wow.
We have only Isabella with us yet.
Okay, we will certainly wait. We are not used to being ahead of time, so that's a positive. We're super happy about that, and we will certainly wait for these athletes. So Mr. Huebner, is Mia Hassan the only athlete that's missing at the moment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
We have all 4 competitors here. I'm just renaming them.
Thank you, sir.
We were all set.
Perfect. First up, blue, Isabella Salinas. Red, Lillian Alexander. Oh, can we get that camera turned? There we go. Thank you.
Hold on.
No problem.
It logged us out for some reason. There we go.
Perfect. All right. Can I see your sheets and verify your
Yes.
name?
Bella,
You'll need to come
Come
a
on
little
up
closer.
closer.
There you go. Perfect, Lillian. Thank you.
can you see Bella's?
Not yet. Bella, can you come a little bit
Go
closer? for me?
closer.
Thank you so much. All right, Mr. Huebner, we have them on the wrong sides of the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a moment, girls. Perfect. All right. Philip. Kunier. Jimmy. Sejat. Ladies, when you are done, you may paro. Judges. Call. Hung Sung. Very good job. Thank you, ladies. Next up will be blue, Mia Hassan. Red, Lydia Hills. Blue, Mia Hassan. Red, Lydia Hills. Thank you, Mia.
Mr. Hills, turn your camera and mic on, please. Miss Hills.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, ladies, you may put your signs down. Tongue, Juliet. Kunier.
Oh, wait. Are
Shut.
you booked? Okay.
When you are finished, you may paro. Judges. Call.
I can't see that.
Sung.
Why can't I see
Good
that?
job. All right. Give us just a moment to pull up the next division or the next match. Next up will be blue, Lillian Alexander, red, Lydia Hills. Thank you, Miss Alexander. Miss Alexander? Okay, ladies, when you finish your form, you may go ahead and paro. You don't need to wait for me to call paro because these are not forms that everybody is going to be completely familiar with. I don't want to tell you to paro when you are not done. Okay, so when you are finished, you may paro. Juliet? Kunier? 준비? 시작! Thank you, ladies. Judges. Call. Chung Sung. All right, next up, I have blue, Lydia Hills, red, Isabella Salinas. Mr. Hebner, Ms. Hills is going to be blue in this. If we can get her renamed, that would be fantastic. Thank you. Okay. And now we just have them on the wrong sides. Sorry about that, sir. Perfect. All right. I'm just going to verify since there was a little bit of confusion. Uh-oh. Miss Salinas, we got you sideways. Can we turn your camera? Fantastic. Okay. Miss Hills, raise your hand for me, please. Thank you. Miss Salinas, raise your hand for me, please. Perfect. And again, same thing. When you finish, you may go ahead and paro on your own. You do not need to wait for me to say paro. Chaliep. Kunye. Chimbi. Sija. All right. Judges. Call. Chung Sung. Very good job, ladies. Thank you. All right. Give us just a minute. Mr. Hebner, if you can bring everyone back into the ring for me so we can award the winners, please. All right. Thank you. Chaliep. Kunye. Fourth place, Mia Hassan. Third place, Isabella Salinas. Second place, Lydia Hills. First place, Lillian Alexander. Thank you, ladies, so much. And I hope you have a great day and the rest of your events. All right, Mr. Hebner. Oh, you're welcome. Mr. Hebner, you can take these ladies out and we can start looking for our next division. Our next division is going to be traditional weapons forms, male black belts, second dan and up, ages 12 and 13. And I'm going to share that bracket so that everyone can see it. And I know we're running a couple minutes early, which is a fantastic thing. So as these athletes come in, we'll go ahead and get them renamed, and we'll get going as soon as we have everybody here.
Ma'am, we have everyone but Noah Yang here. If you wanted to start, you probably could. It's up to you.
Thank you, sir. Just a moment. All right, we're going to go ahead then and start. First up
Ma'am,
will be,
ma'am, my apologies. We just had someone check in under Jay Harrell. We need to see if that might be Noah.
okay, no problem, sir.
Noah Yang, if you're here, use the icon at the bottom of your screen to raise your hand.
All right, up first, we're going to have blue, Silliman Alayed, red, Raiden Garner. And Mr. Hebner, you may go ahead and move them into the ring when you are ready, sir.
Yes, ma'am. And if you could drop your bracket, that'd be great. Thank you, ma'am.
Yep. Mhm. If you'll come a little bit closer, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Alayed.
Mr. Garner, turn your microphone and your video on, please.
All right, gentlemen. Mr. Garner, can I see your sheet with your name on it to verify that I have the right athlete? Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. Gentlemen, when you get to the end of your form, please paro on your own. Since these are forms, there are so many weapons forms. What I don't want to do is to tell you to paro when I think you're done and you're not. So when you are done, please paro on your own. Do you understand? Give me a thumbs up. Excellent. All right. Yep. Cornier. 준비. And 시작. All right, when you are done, Paro. Judges. Call. Chung Sung. Very good, gentlemen. We'll get the next one up in just a moment. Thank you. Next up, we're going to have blue, Samuel Napick, red, Francisco Chavez.
Ma'am, I'm going to bring someone in so we can figure out who this person is.
Okay.
Just one
No
moment.
problem,
I
sir.
think it might be our missing competitor.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Mr. Harrell, would you turn your video on, please, and your mic? Ma'am, may I have those next two competitors again?
Of course, sir. Blue is Samuel Napick, red, Francisco Chavez.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Napick.
Mr. Chavez, turn your mic and your video on, please.
Can you hear?
Okay.
Thank you. There's Mr. Chavez. Can you come a little bit closer so I can see your paper? Thank you, sir. You may put that down now. All right, gentlemen, when you are finished with your form, please paro on your own. Do not wait for me to say paro since there are so many weapons forms. There's no way that all of us are going to be completely familiar with all of them. And what I don't want to do is to tell you to paro when you are not done. So when you are done, please paro on your own. Give me a thumbs up if you understand.
Done.
Fantastic. All right, Jalip. Kunier. Lee. Jet.
Roll on your own.
When you are finished, please paro. Judges. Call. Hung Sung. Thank you, gentlemen. All right.
Yeah.
Up next, we are going to have blue is Solomon Alayad. Red is Noah Yang. Noah Yang, if you are here, please raise your hand. Use the icon at the bottom to raise your hand so that we know you are here and ready to compete. Staging time for this division was 10:09 a.m. If you are not here, we will move on. Last call for Noah Yang. Last call. Okay, Mr. Hebner, we're going to go ahead and move ahead since Mr. Yang is not here apparently. Okay, sir. So I'm going to award
Yes, ma'am.
Solomon Alayed the winner of that match. Then our next up will be Solomon Alayed, blue, Francisco Chavez, red. All right, gentlemen. Yep. Kunye. Shumbi. Sijat. Gentlemen, when you are done, you may paro. Judges. Uh-oh. Okay. Call. Chung Sung. Very good. Thank you, gentlemen. Okay, give me a minute to work the repertoire. Since we had a no-show, it's going to take me a minute to get through that. Just a moment. Next up is going to be blue, Francisco Chavez, red, Raiden Garner.
One moment, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Where is Amos? Where is Mr. Garner?
Mr. Garner, turn your microphone on, please. Ma'am, we are ahead of schedule, just so you know.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Just know Mr. Garner's camera is on, but I do not see Mr. Garner. Raiden Garner, please come into your camera shot.
Let me know how that works. They said their head's scheduled, but I have no quantity of hours. 5 minutes. We can get back there an hour ahead. I can understand. They're out.
Mr. Chavez, thank you for your patience while we're waiting on Mr. Garner.
Not a problem.
Mr. Garner, you have 1 more minute to get to your ring.
Yes, that would, I do have that.
I'll respond to Final call for Mr. Garner. Maybe he thought he was done. Final call for Mr. Garner. I don't want to disqualify anybody if I don't have to. Okay. Mr. Chavez, I'm awarding you winner for competitor failing to report to his ring. All right. Mr. Huebner, can we bring Mr. Elian and Mr. Napick back into the ring, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Just a minute, gentlemen. All right, Chip. 4th place, Mr. Garner. 3rd place, Mr. Napick. 2nd place, Mr. Chavez. 1st place, Mr. Eliad. Thank you, gentlemen, so much. Enjoy the rest of your day and best of luck in your next divisions.
We're gonna, Angel's gonna sign in on this one.
All right. All right, Mr. Huebner, we can take those athletes out and we can move to our next division. I know we're a little bit ahead of schedule. Our next division is going to be traditional forms, Tung Sado, advanced belt females, ages 43 to 99.
Still waiting on both competitors, ma'am.
Yep, no problem, sir. We're
Thank you.
early, so. I'm just going to go ahead and put that up for everyone to see.
Tammy Port, if you are in the waiting room, please raise your hand using the icon. Carrie Mitchell, if you are in the ring, please use the icon to raise your hand. Carrie Mitchell, if you are in the waiting area, please use the icon to raise your hand. Carrie Mitchell. Kristen Sims, please use the icon to raise your hand. Thank you, ma'am. Carrie Mitchell, if you are in the waiting room, please use the icon to raise your hand. Carrie Mitchell. Eric Jansen, if you're in the waiting room, please use the icon to raise your hand. Eric Jansen. Ma'am, Carrie Mitchell just arrived. I will rename her and we'll be ready to go in a moment.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Both competitors are ready for Division 2400, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. You may put them in the ring.
Thank you. Miss Mitchell, Miss Port, please turn your cameras and mics on.
Flip camera. There we go.
Miss Mitchell,
Okay.
please turn your camera on.
Thank you, Ms. Port. You may put your sheet down now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, is your belt brown? Sometimes with the cameras, it's hard to tell colors.
It is a brown belt, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. We're just waiting on Miss Mitchell's camera. Miss Mitchell, I do need you to turn your camera on, please, ma'am. If you're having technical issues, will you please type something in the chat so we know what's going on? Thank you.
She's on her way. She was filming her son. Hold on. Trying to turn the camera.
Ma'am, I'm going to switch the competitors.
Yes, sir.
Because you don't want to see me. Come on, you silly camera. Why is this not working for me? Okay, we're going to do this.
Okay. Can you come a little bit closer so I can read your sign, ma'am?
Absolutely.
Hi, Jerry Mitchell.
Thank you. Okay. All right. You can put your signs down. And Ms. Court, I'm ready for you.
Go back.
There we go.
Ma'am, can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yes.
They're showing that the live stream is stuck. Could you, before you begin this, stop the live stream and have your VSM stop the live stream and start it again?
Mr. Hebner,
Yes,
are
ma'am.
you showing that that's an issue as well, sir?
No, it's showing on our screen that it is live and it's on, but I just got a message from AAU House that it's
They're talking.
Mr.